A government budget. An overview. A government budget is a financial document that outlines the government's estimated revenues and proposed expenditures for a specific financial year. It serves as a blueprint for government policies, priorities, and fiscal management. The budget reflects the government's intentions regarding taxation, spending, borrowing, and resource allocation to achieve socio-economic objectives. Key components of a government budget. 1. Revenue budget. Revenue receipts comprise tax revenues, for example, income tax, GST, and non-tax revenues, for example, interest, dividends. Revenue expenditures, regular expenses like salaries, subsidies, and interest payments. 2. Capital budget. Capital receipts includes borrowings, loans, and disinvestment proceeds. Capital expenditures, spending on infrastructure, asset creation, and other developmental projects. 3. Fiscal deficit, the gap between total expenditure and total revenue, excluding borrowings. 4. Primary deficit, fiscal deficit minus interest payments. 5. Surplus or deficit, depending on whether revenues exceed or fall short of expenditures. How is the government budget prepared? The preparation of the budget is a meticulous and multi-stage process involving various government departments, agencies, and ministries. Below are the main steps. 1. Pre-budget consultations. Stakeholder discussions. The government consults industry leaders, economists, farmers, labor unions, and other stakeholders to understand priorities and challenges. Recommendations. Inputs are sought on taxation, subsidies, and reforms. 2. Estimation of revenue. The Finance Ministry forecasts revenues from taxes, non-tax sources, and borrowings for the upcoming year. Past trends and economic indicators are analyzed for accurate projections. 3. Estimation of expenditures. Essential spending, salaries, pensions, and interest on debt. Developmental projects, infrastructure, education, health, and defense. Ministries submit their expenditure proposals, which are reviewed by the Finance Ministry. 4. Deficit planning. The government decides how to bridge the gap between expenditures and revenues, often through borrowing or rationalizing spending. 5. Budget drafting. The Finance Ministry consolidates all inputs into a draft budget. It is reviewed by the Prime Minister and Cabinet. 6. Presentation to Parliament. The Finance Minister presents the budget in Parliament, typically on February 1 in India. The budget speech highlights key proposals and priorities. 7. Parliamentary approval. Discussion and voting. Parliament debates the budget proposals. Each ministry's allocations are scrutinized. Finance Bill includes tax proposals and requires parliamentary approval to become law. 8. Implementation and monitoring. After approval, the government implements the budget through its ministries and agencies. Regular audits and reviews ensure compliance and effectiveness. Importance of a government budget. Promotes fiscal discipline. Guides resource allocation for economic growth. Facilitates public accountability and transparency. Helps in addressing social and economic inequalities.
The comprehension has 50 questions with 4 options. You are suggested to read every question carefully before tick the answer. All the right answers given in the last after the quiz over. Okay, best of luck, let's start the quiz. Your quiz is over, now check the answer. subscribe the channel, Manjiley or Hi take new steps always with narangsir tips. Solve the quiz and grow your future with the help of narangsir.
Steps always with narangsir tips. Solve the quiz and grow your future with the help of narangsir.